Hey, love bugs, what's up? I hope you're having a good morning, new night, whenever this video may reach you. Do your girl a favor and hit that subscribe button and click that notification bell so you can get that ding, ding, ding whenever I upload a new video. So today we are going to be talking about a mother that literally she need a lashing. She need a lashing because she's having her 7-year-old daughter waxing. We're going to get into that. And then we're going to get into this woman that came on TikTok and told us about how her relationship is or was, for lack of better words, because he act like he don't want nothing to do with her these days, with a man that's 19 years her senior. The men that's on the internet telling everybody, get you a young woman. Get you a young woman that, because she's submissive. You can mold her. You could do this, you could do that. No, basically, you can manipulate her and traumatize and terrorize her for the next man. So once she gets a little more seasoned, now she has all of these issues because of what an older man, a single dad at that, done put her through. See, that's that part. And then we're gonna talk about a couple other things. But where y'all at? Hold up. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Pay my entry fee. Oh, pay my entry fee. Hey, pay my pay the entry fee on your way into my house. Now, these rings is getting on my nerves. I got to take them off. And I used to always, I love rings, but I don't know, like, it's just like messing up my, like, I don't know. What's going on? Hey, Dreamin'. Hey, Jasmine. Hey, she's not of this earth. Thank you, baby. Hey, Quisha. Hey, Lydia. What's up, Unique? Hey, Real Talk, Mr. Prince. How y'all doing? Yes. What's going on, everybody? Hey, Tweety. What's going on? Faith. What's up, baby? Thank you. Nikki Wonderful. Hey. I'm mad at you. You always come on looking amazing. Thank you, baby. Don't be mad at me. Be glad for me. Access to Rome. What's up? Yes. Make sure y'all paying an entry fee to my house. That top is so cute. Thank you. This is actually a dress. Well, it's kind of see-through. I have another dress underneath it. So I guess I could kind of show y'all. Wait, let me make sure I'm appropriate because it's a child. It's a dress. I have another dress that's like underneath. But it's a dress. It's see-through though, but y'all already know. Child. What's up, Erica? Normally catch the playback, but I made it to sound. Yes, we in the building. Woo-hoo. All right, so I'm waiting for a few more of the love bugs to join us, but in the meantime, we about to start this show. Let's head on over to these Instagram streets. Let's head on over to these Instagram streets. Y'all, this story that took me out of town. I honestly, I caught wind of it last night on, you know what? I'm gonna let the trolls stay. Go ahead, keep trolling. I caught wind of it last night, right? And I was like, this is crazy. I knew that I was gonna come and talk to you all about it. I just didn't know, like, I wanted to see what was gonna happen because initially when I saw the story, they were just talking about the mom allowing the 7-year-old to do waxes. So this mom, she is a melanin rich woman. She's an esthetician. She's licensed, allegedly, apparently, I don't know. And she allowed her 7-year-old daughter to wax pums, coochies of adult grown women, right? Let's pull this up because y'all, I just cannot. I cannot. So, shouts out to the Neighborhood Talk for Youth. Memphis Police and Child Protective Services officially investigating mother who allowed her young daughter to give Brazilian waxes. Helped with 24 clients. Do y'all know what? Have you ladies up in here, my love bugs, my day ones, have y'all ever gotten a Brazilian wax? Have you all ever gotten a Brazilian wax? Do you know how your legs need to be spread to the moon to get a Brazilian wax? And then like they get in your booty crevices, like they get in between the lips. Like when I've gotten waxes, they do it all. So you mean to tell me that this mother allowed her adolescent child, that's all of maybe 7 years old, to be in between the legs of grown adult women waxing their coochie hair? Like that is so trifling. is trifling. And this is what she said. She said, when I say I'm passing down deeds and LLCs to my creations, I mean that. Miss Chloe did her thing today. She literally helped me wax 24 clients starting from 7:25 to 5 p.m. First of all, where is the child labor laws? Children are not even supposed to work. And you have that girl working from 7 to 5 p.m. Are you kidding me? She made a total of 744, and I'm going to put that money toward whatever her future dreams and aspirations are. Ma'am, so now the protection, the Memphis Police Department Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force has been made aware of the images that are viral on a social media of a minor performing a wax on a nude female. A joint investigation is underway by MPD and the Department of Children's Services. Please do not screen, save, or forward these images of law enforcement or anyone. Please do not download or upload these images in any way. And now her account is no longer found. But some people got it twisted because they didn't get to see the actual images. I did. I saw actual images because, like I said, I saw this before. Was it yesterday or the day before? I'm not exactly sure, but I saw it before her page got taken down, like, because people was reposting it. And she did not just help her, like, oh, hand her the wax or, hand her the strips or help her prep the wax. No, she had this little girl in between the legs of adult women with they whole everything spread open, spread wide, applying wax and ripping off wax strips. A little girl. This is so disgusting and so inappropriate. And had this been a man, had it been men getting waxed by this little girl, the people that actually got waxed would also be up for investigation. And I'm calling for them to be investigated, because there's no way on God's green earth that Love Jones, would allow a little girl to come and wax my coochie. Like, that is just so weird and inappropriate. Like, I don't even like to get waxed. It's just awkward, period. Like, with your legs cocked open, like, I mean, I've never done like doggy style on all fours. I always just lay down and, like, you put your legs up and you spread it wide. But you literally got somebody spreading you. Yeah, the little girl did have on gloves, but you got to spread it open to, like, get in there. Like, that is so weird. Like, who are the 24 grown women that allowed this child to be in their nether regions, touching it, because you got to touch and feel around, and waxing? And I feel like things like this also could be like a kink. People fetishize things with kids. Like, it's just disgusting. So I did find a video of a woman that was doing content on it, because a lot of people, I saw them making comments saying like, oh, y'all reaching. She trying to teach her daughter. No, it's not a reach. It's not a reach. It is very, very inappropriate for a child to be between the legs of an adult woman, even her own mama. Because what? So it's blurred out, but let me see if I could click this. Because people was not believing that she actually was waxing. No, like, like legit she was. So can y'all see this? The lady got it blurred out, but
this woman and every one of her customers needs to be put on the list.
I didn't even listen to it. I was just trying to see if y'all could see the picture. Do y'all see the little girl? Like, that little girl is literally is blurred out, but she's in between the legs of grown women. Then there's another picture of her that I saw where the lady's legs was all the way up and the girl was in front, like in between her legs. So in this picture, she's like on the side. There's another picture of her like in between the leg. First of all, a little kid is small. Like, that means her face is making contact with somebody's. Get shame. Lock the mother up and throw away the key. Because that is so, y'all, I'm not even trying to share this type of content. I just wanted y'all to see for reference, because a lot of people kept thinking like, oh, it's not that serious. She wasn't even doing. No, yes, it was. Yes, it was that serious. It was that serious. She literally, if this mother was a man, if this mother was a father, if a child was doing it, a female child or male child was waxing a man's genitals, it would be an uproar. But because we don't see women as natural predators, you just think that certain things could fly. No, women absolutely prey on the innocent as well. I'll say it like that. Some women absolutely do prey on children, old people, disabled people. Like, you'd be surprised how many women are doing inappropriate things in nursing homes, or how women is doing inappropriate. You cannot put anything past anybody. Like, some people may have just wanted to book with her because they heard it was a little girl doing it. You just don't know the psyche of people. It's a lot of mentally ill people walking around in 2024. Like, I don't understand what would provoke this mother to have her daughter. Like, if you want to help her, like, let her wax her arm. She could have waxed an armpit. She could have waxed her upper lip. You just gonna have her in between people's coochie. First of all, everybody is not hygienic. I done seen some estheticians and some waxers get on here and talk about how they had doodle crumbs and all types of stuff and been found all types of secretions and all types of horrific stories when waxing, doing Brazilian waxes. So to subject a child to that type of stuff is disgusting. It's a monstrosity. She needs to be under the jail cell. Under the jail cell. Well, how do y'all feel about this? Now, let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if you think this was okay. Put a 2 if you think this was inappropriate. 1, okay. 2, not okay. I need to know. I need to know. What y'all think about this? Do y'all think it was appropriate for her to try to pass down the torch and secure, LLCs and deeds for her 7-year-old daughter by having her do, first of all, working against the child labor laws and having her face to face with grown women's coochies? 2. Okay, so y'all all think this is inappropriate. So, all right. So we all on the same page. We all on the same page. This part, Quisha, because who went there and was like, oh, all right, we're going to let this little girl get, like, what? Ew. Getting waxed already in itself is awkward. But to have a child have you with your legs spread to the moon, and then for her to post that on social media, thinking she was going to get accolades. Did she think she was going to win Mother of the Year for doing that? Exactly. She shouldn't even be in the room. That part. This child has not even had puberty. She don't even have any, because people will say, oh, well, we all got the same thing. No, a grown woman's vagina does not look the same as a little 7-year-old. Like, she should not be seeing that type of stuff. I just think it's utterly disgusting. I'm disgusted. I'm glad that the mother is being investigated, but all of the women, thank you, Lexi, all of the women that allowed this, the 24 clients that she had, also needs to be investigated. Because if they think this is appropriate and they're in the vicinity and they're around kids, it makes you wonder, like, what would you allow? And this is like a stranger's kid that you letting just be all up in like, what? This child needs child protection. Mel is under investigation right now. What you said, sweetie? There needs to be a bigger discussion about how some Black people do not let their kids enjoy childhood. Why does she even need to be working this young? That part, sweetie, that part too. She got what she intended out of it. The rest is a ploy. I heard an update. They over 250 people called CPS on her, and criminal charges may be brought. Bootless behavior in front of a child, neglect. Yup. Honestly, I'm never an advocate for seeing melanin-rich children in the system, because we already know that the system don't mean us no good. However, if there is a more suitable family member that could take this child, then I think whatever needs to be done needs to be done. And this mother absolutely needs a reality check. She needs to be G-checked. She does, because for her to think this is okay, like, who even conceives of, like, oh, I'm gonna let my child wax these coochies? Like, I wouldn't even want my child to be around any other naked adults, a man or a woman. Like, what? Let alone, like, bare coochie, like you touching it and put it. Y'all, I just can't. Of course, people are going to call, and I'm glad they did. Me too. They trusted a child with their most private parts and paid for the service. This is what I'm saying. First of all, I would be scared. Like, first of all, you are a little kid. You don't even know what you're doing. Wax is hot. You can rip the skin off. Anything can happen. Just saying, good. I really hate CPS has to intervene, but what else was this child exposed to? That part, I wouldn't let my child see my own. This part, like, I'm not, I just cannot imagine, like, me, us in the chat. We're all grown adult women, right? We're all grown. Could y'all imagine yourselves spread eagle for a child? That's fucking weirdo, deranged, sicko mode type of behavior. Like, sweetie, it was 24 grown women that allowed her to wax their coochie. I just don't understand. There's no way in the world I would be comfortable taking my underwear off and opening my legs for a child to wax me. Now, if this was a man, y'all, there would be no grace. There would be no understanding if it was men getting waxed by a child. Does this not give grooming behavior? Because if you make her desensitized to seeing private parts, that part, the Don, exactly. Kids don't have boundaries that young either. What if she tries it with other kids? You don't know. You don't know. I don't even want to imagine what happened to her when her mother wasn't posting to social media. 24 women, yep. That's way too many. What happened to protect Black women and girls? Do we not care about the children anymore? The thing is, it's because it's women doing it to a little girl that people are not thinking of it. Well, people are, because 250 people call CPS. So, and everybody, for the most part, one band, one sound. I don't know what the fuck they got going on in Memphis, but everywhere else, people are outraged and utterly disgusted, rightfully so. That's what I said, Nikki. They need to find whoever was letting them wax them and see who they around. Because if you think it's appropriate for a child to be in your intimate area, butt naked, spread eagle, then what else do you think is okay? Exactly. Now, everybody up in here, y'all better be paying the entry fee to my house and hitting the like button, okay? Don't play with me. Play with your mother. So, speaking of somebody trying to play in your face, child, let me hip y'all to Pretty Proper in her story. Her experience on marrying and dating a single father. So, as of today, she's still legally married, but this man is acting like he don't want nothing to do with her because she's not falling in line, complying. Him and his son, which is like a 13, 14-year-old, treats her like a slave. It's just terrible. And she's very churchified. She's a Christian woman. This man is 19 years older than her. This is what it usually looks like when these old ass predatory men are out here preaching about getting a young girl, a young woman, a young. No, it's because you are a manipulative predator. And you want to use and abuse somebody and milk them and energy harvest off of their youth. Because this is what this girl experienced. Y'all, that story is crazy, right? God damn. So once again, shouts out to Pretty Proper 29, dating / marrying a single father.
A single father, not for long at all. And I think that's where the big
Hopefully y'all can hear it.
And then we got married, and I felt so pressured and so rushed. But as a Christian, I was thinking I really should take the leap of faith, because at the time I had nowhere to live, and so I lived with him. And God's not a fan of shacking up. So he was like, we need to get married. So we got married I had met him in March, and we got married in July.
Y'all can't hear?
I never saw myself
louder.
marrying a single father. I actually never even thought about it, because I never met any single father before.
That's a lot.
Everyone I knew.
So basically, she said she met him and he pressured her to get married. She wasn't really necessarily too keen on the fact that he was a single father, but she didn't have much experience. You know, she didn't know what it would entail to be with a single father. So This man has primary sole custody of his child. The mother is around still, but he has custody of his son.
If they were a single parent, it was a mom who was a single mom. He told me that that the boy's mom wasn't involved, and I figured that would be okay for me because I'm a pretty territorial person. If this is my family, this is my family. I'll share a little bit of my experience, and it'll be different based on who you're.
So she pretty much just said that she's territorial and she would never do it again unless the mom is nowhere around. Because if it's her family, then that's her family. She don't want to share, pretty much.
Marrying and their personality type. Another important key to mention is my husband is 19 years older than me. One problem is my husband thinks that he's choosing between me or his son. It's never just like this. It doesn't feel like we're just this happy little family. It's her or him. I spoke to him yesterday. We're going through something weird right now. I don't even know what it is. Maybe it's a separation. And he mentioned that he wants to walk near his son without me getting upset. Um, and it's just weird stuff. I'm not going to get upset. Let's not even get into that. But anyway, I just don't really like my husband walking 10 feet ahead of me everywhere we go.
So they literally treat her. It's giving Mr. and The Color Purple. This man got this girl to help him raise his kid and to be a domestic house slave. When they're out in public, he makes her walk 10 feet behind him and his son. And when she's like, why do I always have to walk in the back? He's pretty much saying, well, I don't want to have to choose between you and my son. I want to just walk next to my son without you feeling some type of way. Y'all, child, what? I wish I would. Get somebody else to do it, bitch.
Really what it is. Another thing is he's more of he likes to go out as a family all the time, so we don't go out on dates. We don't have any one-on-one dates. We've done that maybe 5 times, and maybe when we're on vacation sometimes. Well, actually, yeah, maybe when we're on vacation sometimes, but um, he doesn't believe in one-on-one dates. He just believes in like all family time. Another thing is you have to really share them, of course. Like you don't have all the time. My husband works a lot on top of the fact that he's a dad, and when we go somewhere, it's because he says like, "Oh, I want to keep my promise to my son." So it feels like I'm just tagging along with this situation, and nothing is about me ever. Like, oh no, my wife wants to go here, we're gonna go here, or me and my wife want to do this. It's never like that. It's like my son.
This man does not prioritize her at all. She ain't nothing but the help.
Wants to do this, we're gonna do this. My son wants to go here, we're gonna, like, that type of thing. So I'm just like tagging along for family events. And of course, everything that you do or don't do revolves around the kid's schedule. You are going to deal with the kid's mom popping in and out whenever she pleases. And you're gonna see just how strong that soul tie is between her and your man. Because if you say anything, you're getting your head ripped off. You deal with people thinking that you don't have the child's best interest, or that you're selfish and you don't care just because you didn't birth him or her. So it's like you're walking on eggshells around a child. And then, everyone loves their kid very, very much. I don't have a kid. And if you come into a situation like that and you don't have a kid.
Access to Rome, the man was the one that rushed her to get married. He kept pressing the issue. That's what she said early on. She said she didn't really, like he just kept saying, we need to get married. We need to get married. It's because her husband is 48 years old. So the way that they come and say, oh, women is going to be lonely and women going to want, no, they actually need the help of a woman more than we need the help of a man. We just got to keep it real. People, don't nobody want to hear it, and I don't give a damn. I'm going to say it. Argue with your mother. He used this girl to help raise his kid and to help take care of his household. He don't give a damn about her as a person.
Kid, that you're capable, and when you get your own child, you're gonna love them like crazy. But that love even takes time. Sometimes even instantly you can love your child once you birth them, but it takes time to really fall in love with someone else's child, especially when they're like 13 and up. It's almost like falling in love with an adult. Especially when they want their dad to be back with their mom, or they're disrespectful, or they're not nice. It's going to take time to really bond with that child if they have a wall up towards you. But when you come into a situation like that, you're expected to be insanely in love with this kid, just because your husband or your boyfriend, whoever is the father of that child, because they expect you to feel exactly the same way. And then, yeah, my husband kind of gave this vibe that I was coming in between he and his son, which was strange. So it's just a weird feeling. It just feels like you're invading someone's already pre-established life and family.
And you are.
I was dating a single father.
Now let's listen to her part two, because it gets worse, y'all. It gets worse.
Yeah, I was, but I didn't see a problem with it because I was just like, I don't know. I mean, I love to cook. I clean all the time. My mom just kind of like raised me and trained me to like be that way and to help out my family. So it was nothing to me, but being treated like nothing was the part that was hard, like my husband, I drove him to the ER and he ended up having diverculitis.
See, I don't know what diverculitis is, but this is what we talk about. They always need a hospice wife. These get old and they swear they don't hit the wall. They swear nothing ever happens because they immortal and invincible and just the shit's naive. And women is the only one that get older and be geriatric. No, men do too. His funky ass got old. He needed somebody to help take care of him because he had health issues and he needed help raising his son and he needed help running his household. He needed somebody to wash his ass, wash his dirty drawers, wash his dishes, and then he had to never treat it like a trash. What?
Something like that. And it was hard for him to, use the bathroom and stuff. And we came home in the morning and I told his son, I said, we got to make sure your dad doesn't eat any fast food. And he said, okay. And so as we're all walking down the stairs, me, him, and his dad, he says, I'm hungry. Is she going to cook me something to eat? And I was just like,
I'm hungry. Is she going to cook me something? I would say, if you don't get the fuck ASAP. I don't know if I'm cut out to be a stepmother because I'll be cussing. I'm hungry. Is she gonna make me something to eat? Like she not even standing there. Like she literally, like she works for them. This is how they've been treating her. Literally, like she's the hired fucking help. Like, and clearly he's over the age of 13, so he can cook himself something to eat.
Like, I was just talking to you face to face. You could have just simply said, I'm hungry. Are you going to cook, Nigel? Or something like that. But just the her. I'm getting tired of the is she, and her. And then one Sunday we were out at church and my husband said, when we get home, she's going to clean up. And then I think he realized how weird that sounded. And he's like, and then I'll clean up and then you'll clean, like that type of thing. So it has.
I heard that when we get home, she's gonna clean up. Like these niggas really be wanting a slave. They really do, but they get up here and pump fake like women don't have no value. Oh, what do you bring to the table? Oh, what do I need you, sir? That's why I don't bring a goddamn thing but some coochie, and I might pay a bill, and I might buy some groceries. Anything else? Miss me with that shit. Because look at this. She's doing all of this free labor. Now, if he were to hire someone, if he were to outsource, they would be getting paid. Like one of y'all just said in the comment section, they would be getting paid for doing all of these things. These qualifies as actual jobs. Cooking for someone, taking care of someone's kid, cleaning up a house. People get paid to do that.
There's been a feeling of like, the help, the maid. It really has been. I can't even lie about that because it's like I don't feel like, I don't know, I just don't feel like I'm loved or like I'm a wife. And then I mean his son, it's been a journey with him. I never met a kid disrespectful like in that way. I never have. Who like, it's just I never met a kid that was like that. And then one day he was saying, you're nothing to me. You're nothing to me. You're nothing but a stepmom. You are absolutely nothing to me. This is how he was saying it. I got my feelings hurt, and I'm just like, what's up with this? Like, I do everything for you like a real mom. Like, your mom's not there for you. you see your mom on average once a month or once every 2 months. Like, come on now. And I didn't even say that to him because I'm not going to say that to a kid, but it's just like, where's the love? Where's the respect? Like, where's the thank you? You know, you want to hand him his stuff. He didn't say thank you. I never intended to serve a kid, but
I would have said it. I don't give a fuck. I'd be like, where's your mother at? When's the last time you seen her? This is my fucking house. You're not gonna disrespect me. And then if my husband didn't intervene and check his son, because clearly the father talks to her crazy, so it's learned behavior. The son is seeing my father don't respect you. My father treats you like a maid, so I could treat you like a maid. I could talk to you like you a piece of shit. I would have been like, "Where's your mother? Who? I'm nothing to you, so don't you ever don't ask me to do nothing for you. Then I will not be cooking for you. I will not clean up behind you. That's it. It's a wrap. I will ice a motherfucker out. I don't care. Maybe I'm toxic. Maybe I'm not. I don't know how kids work, but I don't give a fuck. Nobody's going to disrespect me and make me feel like I am nothing and not show me an ounce of gratitude. And she's literally slaving away for these motherfuckers. What? You're nothing to me. I would have been like, fuck you. I would have been like, you ain't nothing to me either. Or I probably would have said, well, at least we on the same page. I'm terrible. I don't know if I'm cut out. I don't know if I would be a good stepmother. I don't know. I don't know. Because you talking to me. Or I probably would be, if a kid was acting like that, this is hypothetical. I don't foresee myself putting myself in a situation like this. But if I was living with a man and I was married and his child was acting like that, I would not talk to his child. I wouldn't interact with it. The interaction would be so limited that then people would say that I'm cold and I'm having an issue. Like and I know that probably is not the best way to handle things, but you're not going to talk to me like that. Because if it was my own biological child, I wouldn't allow that shit. But so you got to bite the bullet when it's somebody else's kid, and then the other parent is not even stepping in to defend you? Oh, bitch. Take me to Petco. Take me to Petco. I would rather have 25,000 cats than to deal with that. Bars. Take me to Petco. Take me to Petco. Shit, I am a proud cat lady if this is what's going on out here in these streets. Because
because I believe that kids should learn responsibility because you're disabling them if you serve them all the time. But to have peace in the house, I just started serving him like his dad does. You know, I told him he should learn how to cook a couple things. He's almost 14. He should learn how to scramble eggs. One day he had to fend for himself when it came to food and he microwaved a salad. But if I try to teach him to cook or anything like that, it's like doing something so wrong. Like, oh, he doesn't need to learn that. It's not a big deal. There's plenty of broke people who know how to cook, stuff like that, you know, that he would say. So I just am like, okay, let me back off from the whole parental thing and just let him do his thing and adjust. And so that's serving him. So anyway, that day that he said, you're nothing to me, I was, you know, I had my feelings hurt. So I said to my husband, I said, fine, I'm nothing to him. And I don't know where he was at the time when I said this. He wasn't around. I said, I'm nothing to him. I'll be nothing to him then, you know? And he was like, no, you can't say that. You can't just be nothing. You have to be a part of this family. He's like, or you can get out. And he pointed to the door.
Oh.
And I was just like I'm trying to tell you, like, oh my goodness, it's really been some stuff. And I've just been like, I'm just trying to be a good wife. Like, I'm trying to like overcome these things, you know, like just get over it, you know, just get through it, get over it and make it work. And maybe one day we'll be so used to each other that like everything's better. But yeah, it's hard to be with someone who's criticizing you day in and day out about everything you're doing. I mean, there's been so many things, and I was just like, okay, so we love each other, we can make it work, but he's not willing to make it work. He's not willing to make it work. I reached out to him today. He said his son's at home. His son's not with his mom this weekend. I said, oh, okay, well, I can bring him a coffee since you don't want one, because I asked him. He said no.
And she's still begging on bended knee, crying and begging. Stop scrubbing the ground. We got to have a little more pride than this. Now, I done told y'all I've been to the ghetto toxic circus. We done had a lot of, we're human. But certain shit, like, I'm not living with no man helping to take care of his kid, doing everything, being a slave, and getting disrespected like this. And then he's trying to kick me to the curb. Girl, he not done with you. He ain't gonna find nobody else to fucking marry him and take care of him the way that you do. He's playing a game. He's breadcrumbing you. He's trying to keep you in your place. That's what's going on. So that you'll be hanging on forever, constantly searching and being thirsty for his validation, constantly wanting his love. Then he'll give you a little bit of love. He'll give you just a little smidge more to make you feel like things are on the up and up. And then you're going to be right back in the ghetto toxic circus, arguing with the kid, being a slave, accepting peanuts, and don't let you have a baby because, girl, your life is over. You might as well hang it up and just wait until he croak, because you ain't going to have no outs after that, baby girl. Pretty proper 29. You better get your shit together.
And no, that's fine. I said, okay. Said, do you want to go to church together on Sunday? He said, no. He said, I'm done. I'm like, and then it just led to this laundry list of why I'm just a terrible this and that. And I said, you know, we can fight for this marriage, and you know, we're both Christians. Like, you're supposed to be a man of God. Like, you don't just throw in the towel for no reason, for little silly stuff that you'll deal with any woman. And he expects me not to have emotions or feelings. He's
manipulating you. He's training you. This is what they do. He's training you up. He's pushing his limits. He's stomping all over any little boundary you may have, but it doesn't seem like you have any boundaries. He's training you to be his lapdog and his cute little submissive wife slave. She's a very pretty girl, but she has no backbone. And this man is going to drag her. And then she's going to have health problems. And then it's going to all be to fucking bloody hell. God forbid. I don't wish this on her, but this is how I see this going.
Counting up all the smallest little things. Like, oh, one day you got mad about this and one day you got mad about that. Now I want a divorce. I left the house initially because he threatened to call the cops on me, because I tried to have a conversation with him and he didn't want to talk. So he figured to shut me up and get me to go to bed, he'd say, I'm gonna call the cops on you. And that terrified me. So I was like, okay.
Girl, did he trying to call a law on you? If you don't go, shame on you, proper. Because why in the hell are you subjected? Leave. Let this man go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. I know it's hard, but oh my God, she's so pretty. Like, there's no reason why she's going through this with a fucking ill single dad. He probably is not even attractive like that. He's training her. He's manipulating her so he can get her exactly how he wants her, so that she can have absolutely no self-esteem and be solely dependent on him for a fix, for a little boost of confidence.
That's when I left. And now that I left, he's like, I want a divorce because this isn't working. I'm like, and you know, my husband is he's 48 years old. He just turned 48. I've loved him, cherished him, served him. I'm very affectionate. I love to hug and kiss him all day. He doesn't like it. He shoos me away. I just want to be near him, with him. Like, I want to do everything together. Like, even if he's just working, like, I'm bringing him water, I'm bringing him tea. Like, I'm asking if he needs something. I'm planning the meal for dinner. I'm picking up, you know, his son from school. I'm dropping his son off. This is everything I do for him. I clean for us. I clean, I cook. Like, I just do everything I can. You know, him paying the bills allowed me to have time.
Look, she's doing everything that these funky ass men say they want and getting treated like a piece of trash. Now, I bet you if she was a motherfucking bitch and bossed up on his ass and didn't give a fuck and was like, bitch, I'm going outside, and put on a motherfucking freaking dress, a nice color lip, beat her face, that man would be running behind her ass, sniffing behind her motherfucking coochie, trying to figure out where the hell she at. It does not work when you center a man. This is why I always tell y'all, decenter these niggas. They don't respect you. They don't appreciate you. I wish I would serve a motherfucking man and he talking to me like, what, bitch? You be lucky if I boil your ass a motherfucking pot of tea, let alone planning out meals, serving you and your son. Who the fuck, what?
To get my real estate license. I got my real estate license Like, I just do everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Everything he suggests, I do it. Even if it's like it's coming from this harsh place. Like he said, I want you to stay skinny. I said, okay. So I got a personal trainer. I was upset and hurt at first because you don't talk to your wife like the way that he does, but I always try to please him. And it's not enough. And so I said to him today, I said, well, what were you looking for when you got married, when you were so desperate to have a wife? He said, a family.
A slave.
So now you're calling me barren in a way, because it's been 6 months. I think it's been like 6 months. We got married in July and I haven't got pregnant. And at this point, I thank God for that.
Oh my God.
But I tried to plan that with him. He said that takes the fun out of it. I don't want to follow those days on your app. So it's been a lot.
Oh my God. This shit make me want to cry. What is going on? No. It is never that serious. We have to love ourselves. That man, probably his swimmers is probably not as strong. This is another thing men don't talk about. They always swear it's a woman's issue. No, a lot of men be having, well, he already got some type of health issues. He constipated, lung issues. His swimmers is probably not swimming like that. That's probably why she hasn't been able to get pregnant. And they're so churchified. It's probably God. It's not in God's plan for her to be stuck with a baby by a man. That man sounds like a fucking nightmare. Him and his raggedy ass son. I wish I would get somebody else to do it. I don't give a fuck, bitch. I'd rather drag my big coochie on a motherfucking concrete in Brooklyn than to be with a man and be a slave and he shoo me away. I can't even give him a hug or a kiss. That man hates you. He only wants you for your services, for what you can provide. He does not care about you as a person. And once we figure out that a lot of these men don't give a goddamn about us in real life, we will start to move and act accordingly. They don't want us to wake up. They keep trying to scare us. Oh, you gonna be alone and you gonna be lonely and ain't no man gonna want you and yada da 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 and you ain't shit because you ain't chosen, you ain't married, and you ain't, oh, shut the bitch. If this is what it takes to be married, I will never do it. Call me a motherfucking cat lady, bitch. Take my ass to Petco. I am not gonna put myself through anything even remotely like that just for the sake of having a fucking husband, bitch. Wish I would. I wish I would. Now let me show y'all some motherfuckery I done came across. These men is just super embarrassing. Embarrassing, and one thing they will do is embarrass and humiliate you. I'm telling you. Look at this. Another married man that got his wife out here scrubbing a goddamn ground.
Look at this shit.
My adversity right now is
His adversity.
Here we go. Listen to this dumbass shit. Here this nigga go.
because I'm tempted about saying it, but I'll keep it G. I'll keep it real. It's marriage, right?
Marriage is his adversity.
Marriage.
Oh,
It's tough.
how long you been married?
7 years. When I first got
Got
married,
kids?
2 by my wife.
2 by my wife.
Why you say it that way? 2 by. Oh,
I'm overcoming. I'm overcoming this adversity.
Nigga.
You have 2 by your wife, which means you got some other ones.
I have one more.
Look at this.
How old is that one more?
He is turning 2 in December. Exceeding, excelling, and overcome. I'm surviving it.
He's
I'm
surviving.
2 years
Well, you're not
past.
surviving it. It's something that you did.
Oh, most definitely.
The fact that this man is victimizing himself in a situation where he literally had a baby on his fucking wife, an illegitimate outside baby. He sit up here saying, I'm surviving it. I'm surviving it. It's adversity. I'm doing the best I can. Sir, you are the one that stepped out. This is what I cannot take. I cannot. They will do things. They will drag you and have you scrubbing the ground in a pit of hell, but still manage to turn it around and make it seem like they the ones that's so hurt. So damn bad. Me.
Look at this
But I'm
bullshit.
still, me and my wife, we still
Still
rocking.
rocking.
Like I'm
Bitch,
surviving. It's
Well,
tough.
she's overcoming.
Oh, she definitely is.
You obviously did something you weren't supposed to do. I think you need to learn how to exceed and excel as a husband.
No, for sure.
Tell me how you're exceeding, excelling
Listen to this. Hey, listen to this.
As a husband?
shit.
as a husband.
I can use multiple examples.
Multiple
But for one,
examples.
I'll say one
Okay.
I most recently did. My wife, she didn't even realize I was doing it. One day I just randomly sent her. I always send, my thing is blue hearts. Sent her a blue heart. Love you, babe. Good morning. On my morning text. Next day, love you, babe. 2 hearts. Next day, love you, babe. I caught myself sending her just like three random hearts. And I said to myself, oh,
Look at this nigga.
let me see how long I could go on with this heart. Like every day, I'm gonna add an extra heart.
Are you fucking? This man said the way that he's becoming a better husband is by sending his wife blue heart emojis. I wish I had something to throw. Bitch, are you serious? Blue heart emojis? And he's dead serious. Like, oh, I'm gonna see how many emojis. I'm gonna send her an emoji. Oh my God. This is what's going on. They tell us that get you a man, get you a husband. By any means necessary, just pick one, pick a nigga. It doesn't even matter that he's a fucking dust bucket. It does not even matter that he's gonna treat you like a slave. It doesn't matter that he's gonna cheat on you and dick and dodge all over town and have outside babies. It don't matter as long as you got a husband. As long as you got a husband, it don't even matter. It don't even matter. It don't even matter. It doesn't even matter.
I want to see how long, like this was real talk. Like little tactics. And I said, let me see if I could finish this thing throughout the year into the new year, right? Long story short, I messed up, right? For 21 days. I don't know about you, or I felt good about 21 hush, like straight, everything good, no arguments, no disagreements.
He said he was gonna send hearts every day for a year to excel, exceed.
See, even men know that this is a crock of shit.
As a husband, nigga didn't even last a month. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here, man? This nigga said this shit like I cracked the code. Yeah, yeah, you know, I started like sending her blue hearts every day to make up for the fact that I had a baby on her. Wait, I was like, what if I send her in a text message a heart? Yeah. You had a whole baby on her, fam. Yeah, we overcoming it. It's some adversity. That's 18 years at least. Now, here's the thing, right? Okay, you know, marriages, sometimes you got to work through things, yada, yada, yada. I understand infidelity. I know that happens. I know, you know what I'm saying? I know that shit happens. But nigga, you making it seem like it's your adversity, fam. You the one who caused it. What do you mean? You the one who caused the adversity, cuz? What are you talking about here? He did this shit like he's like, yeah, this real talk. I'm like, what? Peep game, nigga. Yeah, I started sending her a heart every day. You only did it for 3 weeks, fam? That shows that you just are not able to commit to anything, nigga. You couldn't commit to your wife. You couldn't commit to sending her a text. You could have at least pre-programmed the text. If you know what I'm saying, like you could have at least delivered or pre-programmed the text. You couldn't send a heart every day. What? On top of the fact that that's literally the bare minimum of a basic relationship, let alone a marriage. That's the bare minimum for a basic fucking relationship. If you're trying to exceed as a husband, especially after what you did, you need to show that you don't want her to experience any kind of discomfort or pain ever again because you caused her pain.
That part.
What could that mean? That could mean, oh, I make sure that when she comes back from work, whatever, she don't worry about nothing. She got her feet massaged just in case her ankles hurt. She got her back massaged. She got every single day for literally the rest of your fucking life. Why? Because you're trying to show her you don't want her to experience any kind of pain or discomfort because the kind that you are giving her is going to be at least for 18 years.
Ah,
Look at this shit.
My anniversary right.
woo. This is what we got. This is what's going on out here. So I figure, shit, I ain't got to deal with none of that. I'm not doing too bad. Yeah, I'm not married, but at least I got my motherfucking sanity. And I ain't dealing with nobody's funky ass kids. And I ain't dealing with nobody's outside kids sending me a fucking blue heart. Oh my God. We cannot make this up, y'all. Couldn't even last a month. Because what? Could not even last a month. These men are out here running us raggedy. Raggedy. Raggedy daggly. Raggedy daggly daggly. Now, look at this one. Hey, Norris, what's up, boo? Don't be a stepmom, worst job ever. Yeah, I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I could be like, I feel like I could probably love a man with kids, but like to live with him and like be his wife and stuff, like I don't know. Thank you, Tony. I don't know if I could do it. I don't know if I'm cut out for it. Like unless the kids are like big, you know what I mean? Like I just don't know. Like, because I'm not about to have nobody's kid cussing me out like a dog in the street. You got me fucked up. And then especially my man ain't even saying nothing. Like, oh hell no. All right, let's see this. Then you got to deal with the mothers. I don't like people like that have to deal with some bitch that I didn't choose. Okay. So we about to read this together because I saw the first half, but I didn't save it. I mean, I didn't read the whole thing. I have been cheating on her for the last 3 years. Trigger warning. I, 34, HL. What does HL mean? I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing he's 34. Have been cheating on my wife, 35, for the last 3 years. I'm not going to tell you people to cheat, but just share my experience. Intimacy was good at the beginning of the marriage and decreased more every year. After the birth of our daughter, it became non-existent. I do not remember how many discussions I had about it with her, but she dismissed my pleadings. Before I started cheating, we were having pity sex every 3 months, maybe. I started cheating during business trips, then it escalated to casual hookups. That is the only reason I can continue with the marriage. I used to be irritated all the time and it affected the family. Now I am a better dad. No unnecessary arguments, and I stopped asking for intimacy. She was happy first, but I see that she is very nervous around me now. She even started initiating it. I would have probably left if we did not have a child, but it came to this point, unfortunately. So what y'all think about this? He's blaming the wife because after she had a child with him, the intimacy was lacking. They weren't having as much sex. Like, what do y'all think about that? Do y'all feel like a man, is well within his rights to cheat if he's not getting what he is, if he's not getting his needs met? What y'all think? Get a divorce? Hi, Libby. Oh, okay. Thank you. Dang, somebody said they don't like my hairstyle. Bitch, I don't give a fuck what you like. Leave the marriage, whole life, hey chat. I don't know. I'm kind of like, okay, I might not say the politically correct thing right now, but I do kind of feel like if your needs aren't being met, like what someone just said, leave the marriage. Like, I think you should just get a divorce and move on. I don't think you should necessarily cheat. And to stay because you have a child is only going to affect the child in the long run, because children can pick up on energy. And then if y'all are not good, then your child is going to see that. I'd rather my child see me in a relationship with their father and have a united front, or have a successful co-parenting relationship, and we're not going to be together romantically. I wouldn't want my kid to see me not being treated the best. He can't satisfy himself. I just think that it's important in a marriage to have sex. I do. I haven't had any children, so I don't know how I'm going to feel once I have a kid. But I think it's important to have sex with your man, even if y'all not having sex every single night. I would, you know, like I think I would want to have sex with my man at least a few times a week. You know, like I don't see myself going more than maybe a week or two without having sex with my husband. Like that's just me personally. But everybody has needs. Women like to have sex too. You know, like it's not just men. Another thing is too, a lot of women get married to men that they're not really into. They just get married for the sake of marriage. And that's why it's like once they secure the ring, they don't fuck their husband like that no more because they really didn't enjoy them that much in the first place. Is y'all picking up what I'm putting down? Call me out, Miss Jones. Who is this? Why is you riding my fucking coochie so hard? Why you riding my coochie so hard? What you want? You want some coochie juice? You're obsessed. That's how you and Storm gonna end up. Bitch, choke on a big one. His concern is being taken care of her to make her comfortable. Having children can be traumatic. If she's handling everything, that don't help her. Exactly. Come on, 3 months. I think that's too long. I don't. If I love my man, like I don't see myself not giving him nothing in 3 months. Like that's kind of wild. That's just me. I could be wrong. I do think, you know, like sometimes you got to make sacrifices in a relationship. Like I wouldn't deprive my man of my body for 3 whole months. I think that's long, especially if I know that he's attracted to me and he still wants it. Like, you know, I would, you know, maybe figure out how I could change my diet to balance my hormones better. If I'm not feeling the greatest, like I would, you know, we could do some therapy, like whatever it is that you need to do to get back to yourself after having a child. I think that you should absolutely take the necessary steps because it is important, like for people to have their needs met. Like we cannot just act like a man should not want to have sex with his wife. That's just unrealistic. We cannot act like a man is not getting married to have in-house coochie. Of course, the marriage is not only about sex, but physical intimacy is a big deal in a marriage. That's, in my opinion, I think physical intimacy is a big deal. If I'm in a relationship, once I'm living with a man, I'm not gonna like be like, oh no, don't touch me. You know what I mean? Like maybe we don't have to do it, like I said, every single day, but at least a few times a week. I think that's healthy. I do. I think it's healthy. I mean, I'm not lying and apologize to. I'm not apologizing to who? Who the fuck? Who is this? Who is this troll? Like, come on with your real name. Come on with who you actually are. I'm not apologizing to nobody because I didn't do shit to anybody on this motherfucking internet. If any, I know we don't got them. Don't block them. Let them stay unless they get too crazy. Let them continue to watch. Let them continue to give me a click and view because I'm not going over watch nobody's fucking channel. I don't watch nobody's channel. What I said is based on what people told me they heard these people say. But they over here watching. So welcome to the Love Jones show, bitch. Hit the like button. Okay. That's what I'm saying. It's an average of a 6-week period to heal. Depending on the birth, he needs to give her grace and try a little more. Okay, but I guess I'm guessing he's saying like after the baby was already born. So if it's 3 months, then I don't know. People need to take STDs seriously. You're right about that. You put your partner at risk. That's selfish. That's true. Yeah. That's crazy. So we're gonna be on here for 2 more minutes. We're gonna cap it off at an hour. I'm gonna talk to y'all for a couple minutes. How y'all doing? How's everybody doing tonight? Are y'all going out? How was your week? How was your day? Like, what's going on? Talk to me. How do you guys feel about these topics? Like, what's up? I've been with the same man 24 years, so I'm not going to front. There has been times I did not feel like it, but never a full month. Okay, Ebony. So see, that's my point. Like, we're human, but to go 3 months, to go 90 days without fucking your husband, like that's bizarro to me. That's bizarre. Once again, even if you just do it once or twice a week, that still should be enough, you know, to like keep you satisfied. Like, we don't have to do it every single day, 5 times a day, but at least twice a week. Like, and then if I'm going through something, then we work on ourselves to like get it together. If he's going through something, we could talk about it. Communication is also key because sometimes you don't know what people are going through or experiencing. She needs to have a hormone check. That's what I was saying. Like, see, that's what I'm like. It could be like a dietary thing. Like, there's so many different things that comes into play to where it's like you just don't want to be touched by your man. Like, because I know plenty of women with kids that be busting that thing open. They whores. They outside. They fucking everybody. Like, and they got kids. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she found out he cheated on her and is doing it out of spite. But he said that before he cheated, she was already like, sometimes it would be a full 3 months before that they did anything. We have 2 kids and one and the other 2. 11? Y'all got 11 kids? I'm confused. 2 kids and one and the other 2? I don't get it. I don't know. All right, so I'm going to go. I love you all so much. Thank you for joining me tonight. I've enjoyed this interaction immensely. Y'all are my babes. Shouts out to my day ones. Shouts out to my day ones. Make sure you like and comment and subscribe. Shouts out to my new subscribers. If you are not already subscribed, subscribe. Click that notification bell. Share my videos. Show up as her, be her. Show up as and be him. Don't let nobody play in your face. The world is a stage and you are at the center of it. Life is a movie and you are starring in it. Y'all are my everything. I will see you all later. Maybe mañana. Who knows? Later, love bugs. So long. Farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now until we meet again. Burr, 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 burr. Spread love is the Brooklyn way.